of the football field, catches it for a touchdown.
Would you look at that?
Evergreen.
Would you look at that?
Cool with the big three. Great. Takes it all the way now. Nice. Hey, we want to welcome you to McKenzie Stadium, Friday Night Football, Vancouver, Washington. We've got the Union Titans going against the Mountain View Thunder here. Second game of our doubleheader tonight. Nice barn burner here at the first game. Heritage over the Evergreen Plainsmen, 21-17. We're going to hope this game's just as exciting. You are listening to the EPS Sports. This is Rod, the Jet Lawrence, and Dan, the Candyman Odell, here to bring you this game. First night of Friday Night Football in Clark County, Washington. Here we're having a great start. Mountain View is going to be kicking the ball off to the Titans as we get this game started. We're waiting now for the white cap to go ahead and blow the whistle, and we'll be underway with the part two of some great Friday Night Football here in Clark County.
Well, Jet, Mountain View's got their hands full tonight with the Union Titans.
They sure do. And we are set here. Two deep men for Union, standing right inside the 10. That ball is going to get kicked into the end zone, so a great start there. The Titans will come out on the field. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. The great momentum there by the kicker there. We didn't see not one kicked into the end zone in the last game, and this one, as we come out of the gate, we've got one kicked in the end zone. It's going to have them starting at the 20. The best way to kind of handle this high-powered Titan offense. We've got the smoke all over the football field now here from everything going on from the sidelines over there. We've got Lincoln Victor drops back, already out there in the outfield. Good catch there. Gives that ball to Chase, who gets the ball right there at the 25-yard line, is going to get across that 20 and get taken down at the 22.
Returning Defensive Player of the Year last year for the Mountain View Thunder, number 35, Andrew Gulliford, leads the defense for the Thunder.
All right, Darian Chase has two running backs to the side and one directly behind him. Going to hand that ball off right up the middle. It's going to get taken right there to Nile Jones. We remember Nile Jones from last year, who had a pretty good season. Starts off this time with a nice little run of about 5 yards. Gets that down across the 30-yard line down to the 32. It's going to be enough to move the chains.
The only difference is he's playing for the other team this year.
That's true. We've got two players now who used to be Mountain View Thunder who are now on the other side of the ball playing for the Union Titans. Making this team very much so stacked. Niles Jones is going to get that ball again. He's going to get down, taken down right there at about the 37-yard line. Just a little talk about the quarterback there, young Lincoln Victor. Nice article about him in the Columbian over the past couple of weeks. Touted as one of the better quarterbacks in the Pacific Southwest, Southwest Washington area. So this young man's got a lot of scholarship offers. Some I'm hearing are in the Pac-12. We'll see what happens. But right now he's got these guys in a thing. He's looking down the field. Hits Niles out there in the flat, who's unable to hold on to that one. Going to get taunted a little bit by his ex-players. But, that's a catch you got to make, right, Dan?
Hit you right in the hands. You got to make that catch.
Got to make that catch.
He's lucky that wasn't a fumble.
Elijah Taylor, number 2, lined up as the wideout down here at the bottom of your screen, just the top of the numbers. Victor now is going to take that in motion, and on the option, he gets that out to Jones. Jones has nowhere to go as the ball gets picked to him, and actually he's going to lose yardage on that play.
Great job by the Thunder defense, Jeff.
Yeah.
Third down and a long 4 there, and he loses 2 yards on that quarterback option play there.
He sure does. He sure does.
Mountain View doing a nice job setting the edge there on the far side.
Now we got 4th down and about 7 to go, and Union Titans are going to go for this. Going to hand that ball off to Nile Jones again. Jones is trying to find somewhere to go and is not going to do anything.
I don't know if that was just a little ploy there to give them something a little different to look at or what, but I've never seen Union go for it on 4th and a long 6.
No, me neither.
Inside your own 35-yard line.
And the Mountain View Thunder stepped up to the challenge. They didn't give that.
A bit questionable call there early on by the offensive staff for Union, but gives Mountain View great field position in their first series on offense.
It sure does.
Should give them a little bit of a lift with their new quarterback, Garrett Moen, little lefty for the Mountain View Thunder.
And then other than that, we've got our usual subjects. We've got the Mertens, Jack Mertens, Michael Bolds, Philip Earnhardt, and Micah Anderson. All familiar names we heard last year at some point during the season. So a lot of these guys have actually seen some Friday night time. So, you know, Adams coming back with a pretty good team with some pretty good experience. And he's set up here with his, the ball goes across, great run, gets down across the 30-yard line. That's going to be Mertens, Jack Mertens, number 7. See, I thought I heard a whistle blow at some point, so I'm not quite sure what happened on that play. Looks like we've got somebody injured a little bit. Rodolfo Montel, who's their starting tight end.
Big-time player Montiel is, number 85.
Sure is. Dominic Stevens replaces him.
Checking in at running back is Treshawn Foreman.
It's a name we heard last year, too, as well, didn't it?
At the very end of the year.
Yeah. So here we go. We've got 2 set receivers out there at the top of your screen over there on the far side. Quarterback underneath. He's going to get that ball off, hands that ball off. He is going to get down across the 30, down to about the 28 before he gets pushed backwards. So about 2-yard gain on that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. Two wideouts down there. Number 11 is a quarterback, Moen, and number 14, Micaiah Anderson. Micaiah is already going to be lined up out there on the short side of the field.
He's a returning starter from last year.
A nice little play right up the middle, and he breaks through the Union defense, gets down across the 20. Good job. Nice little run there.
So what can catch Union off balance here, Jed, is if you haven't been playing in this grand scheme of Union Titan versus Mountain View Thunder football, and
Yes.
you're not familiar with this wing tee, it can eat you
Oh,
up.
yes, it can. I mean, it's always definitely a tough offense to prepare for. Always is, always is.
And the key to it is all the misdirection,
Yes.
but the quarterback really makes it go because there's a lot of footwork that needs to be done back
Yeah,
there.
it sure is. Moen takes a step. He drops back. He's looking for somebody to give the ball to. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket. He's got somebody in the back of the end zone back there, and he's not going ever to bring that in. It looks like the intended receiver, there's number 21, it looks like Jordan Cook, if I'm correct. Yeah, number 21, Jordan Cook was the intended receiver.
Good pressure up the middle from the Titans causing Moen to move to his left and basically throw that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, sure was. Moen is now replaced by Michael Bolds. I mean, not Moen's, I'm sorry. Jordan Cook. Michael Bowles lined up out here by himself at the bottom. Going to hand that off to Mertens. Well, actually, Moen's going to keep that. It's going to go right up the middle. He's going to make it down to about the 11-yard line before he stopped. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a long 3.
Moen's a little guy out there, Jet, at about 5'5", 5'6", 145 pounds.
Yeah, he's probably hard to see, too, once everybody stands up, you know, so he could do some damage out there just moving around.
What I understand, though, is he's got a big motor and a big heart.
Yep, he sure does. Mountain View, as always, bringing in a whole lot of personnel. Andrew Gilliford, number 35, checks into the game now.
It's like Mountain View's going to have to take a timeout here.
One of the concerns of running in a whole lot of personnel is making sure you got everybody on the field at the right time for the play you want to call. So Mountain View takes this timeout.
I believe Adam Matheson he wants to seize this opportunity. I mean, you get a stop down here inside the 35-yard line against Union, you have to take advantage of this opportunity and put some points on the board.
Yes, you do.
Good time out there to talk about things. It's what appears to be third and short 4. And an opportunity for Mountain View maybe to run their little trick play here, the little double handoff in the middle.
We generally don't see that until the second half.
Or we don't see it until they're down around the 30 or 40.
Right.
But being down here this close, I would think they're going to come up with something power. I see Gulliford in the game now, number 35, who's their defensive player of the year in 3A last year, in the backfield with Moen. So something tells me
they've got the power backfield in there right now. Here we go. Moen is underneath. They're going to give it to Gulliford. Gulliford's going to try to get there. He does get across the 10-yard line, but he's going to be just short.
Purposely, it looked like he moved that ball back to the middle of the field. So that's probably where they'll set up and try and put 3 up on the board.
Okay, and here comes the lighter personnel onto the field. More of the finesse squad, if you will.
Tells me the kicking game isn't where it should be.
Yeah, exactly. Going to hand that off. Mertens is going to get in there, and he has nowhere to go. He's going to get stopped there. Going to get across the 10, but not going to get that first down.
And that's hopefully that doesn't come back to bite the Thunder there.
Yeah,
but,
it sure doesn't, yeah.
Because
they did catch Mountain View, Titans sleeping on that first series.
They did so, and I guess the Union Titans now have to feel really good about themselves.
Yeah, they sure should. They sure should.
Because there's a lot of weapons down there on that offense.
Yeah, there is.
For the Titans.
So Mountain View turns that over on downs. Titans will take over deep in their own territory. Victor now takes the snap. He's going to go out, nice little pitch out. Tries to get it up the field.
Gulliford on the stop.
Niall Jones.
Jones tried to shake Gulliford. It didn't happen.
No, Gulliford's, he's the real deal. Going to get about a yard and a half out of that one. Second down and 8. New formation Union is using this year. We hadn't seen this from them. Kind of that diamond formation that they're using. Gives them some options. Now we've got it reversed. They get the ball out to Chase. Chase is going to be stopped right there. Great defensive stance there.
Just a wonderful defensive play by Jordan Cook.
Jordan Cook stayed home, did not bite, and stayed right there and waited for things to come back. And he was right there, and they actually lost yardage on the play. And it's going to bring up third down and 10.
I expect to see a little bit more of Victor and Chase here get involved in the offense.
Split backfield here. Lincoln drops back, looking for somebody who's going to roll out a little bit. He's going to go ahead and intended receiver out there. Looks like it might have been Darian Chase. Just a little too high for him. It's going to bring up fourth down. And they're going to have to punt this one away. So both teams, playing like it's the first game of the season. And there's a whole lot of emotion going on out here.
I don't think you'll see a fourth down attempt here.
No, not this time. Well, I don't know. They have not brought a kicker out yet. They have an offset back. Lincoln now is going to
probably drop back here and pooch kick it.
Let's see what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And he does drop a little further back, and he is going to do that. He's going to kick that one pretty much straight up in the air. But it does take a good bounce. And it looks like it's going to be down right there just inside the 45-yard line.
So 2 opportunities on your own side of the 50 to open up this football game. You really got to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And put some points on the board here.
Here's another opportunity for them to do something.
When we're talking here like we're sounding a little urgent, but we know what Union's capable of. They have one of the better players in the state on their offense. They've got senior responsibility at quarterback and a few other positions. So you have to take advantage of your field position.
Yeah, you sure do. And here we go. Moen's going to give it to Mertens. Mertens gets up the field the way he does always. Bounce that to the outside. He's going to get down to the 30 before he gets run out of bounds.
Nice carry by Mertens.
Nice run.
Finding some room out to the edge. A little jump cut out there to the outside.
You know, I always like the way he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield right now, which is something that you have to do in this type of offense because you've got all that lateral running. And at some point, you got to make that decision to go upfield, and he's real good at it.
He's good at getting north.
Yes, he is. Here is the nice little jump cut. There we go, right there. That looks like rope ladder work right there that created that little jump. Good job. Moen breaks the huddle. He's going to be in the shotgun formation this time. This time he gets that ball out there to Jordan. Jordan makes the first person miss, but that's going to get stacked up by a host of Titans. DB's out there on that side closed real quick on that play.
That's a long throw from this far hash.
It is. It is. Two receivers lined up already here at the bottom of your screen. Shotgun formation. This time we're going to hand it off. Oh, this way, nowhere to go. Shot the gaps on that one. Who was that? Number 21, number 27 for the Titans.
Alex Vallejo?
Yes, it is.
I don't know who put this print on here, but
yeah, it's a little small. That's why you have this. Going in, he's dropping back, looking for a receiver downfield. There's a guy in the middle, right there in the middle of the football field. Great gun. Makes the first guy miss down across the 15, and he's going to get tackled there at the 11. Penalty flags flying in all over the direction. Looks like possibly a horse collar was going to be the call. Good job there on Moen's part.
Moen getting rid of the football.
Yeah, he sure was.
He took a lick there at the end of that play. We might get a replay here down in the truck for us.
Well, that was Earnhardt who caught that pass, who initially was released up the seam. Looks like Moen was looking for him originally, and he got tripped up, kind of found himself sitting in a soft spot, and Moen was able to find him. Well, it's not a horse collar, but a face mask, and that's just as good as far as they're concerned.
Jet. Looking downfield, rolls to his right, feeling the pressure, gets rid of it just in time.
Good job.
Nice catch by Earnhardt.
Put that right there on the spot. Earnhardt with a great run after the catch and takes the face mask for it. They're going to get down into the red zone inside the 15-yard line, inside the 10-yard line, I'm sorry. Got the wing back. Earnhardt looking for somewhere to go, and they're going to be right there on top of that one.
Elijah Taylor on the stop quickly after that little bubble screen.
Tell you that Elijah Taylor is a good athlete. He's also on their basketball team as well, and just an all-around good athlete. Mountain View now has 3 receivers in the game. 2nd and goal. All 3 of them line up on the far side of the field. Shotgun formation, empty backfield. Moen's going to drop back, looking for somebody to get that too. There's somebody coming across the middle, and he's unable to get that. He definitely tried to thread that needle. That would have been a terrific pass if he would have been able to do that.
He put all 5-6 into that. I mean, he tried to get her in there really in a tight window, and nice play by the defense there to make sure that wasn't a touchdown.
Yep, sure was. It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal. Here we go again. 3 receivers in the game this time as well. I'm sorry, 2. Jack Mertens lines up as the running back. And Earnhardt in the slot. The wing position, they're going to give it to Mertens. Mertens looking for the corner. He finds it, touchdown! Mountain View by Jack Mertens. Nice little run on his part.
Really
finds
patient.
a little crease to poke that one through.
Just patient to the
Yes.
sidelines. Boom, foot in the ground, get upfield with a little bit of daylight there, and he scores
Yeah,
from
he sure does. 6 yards out.
6 yards out.
So there's the Mountain View kicking game right now on the field.
And there's the opportunity taken advantage of by the Thunder.
Yes. Alden Hargrove is their kicker. We got a snap and the kick. And it is good. So with just 2 minutes and 47 seconds left to play in this first quarter, Mountain View takes advantage of the opportunities given to them and is now up 7-0. It's a nice little replay here. Just kind of jumps through there. Touchdown. Well, I tell you what, I don't know if the Titans' plan of going for it is trusting their defense or no respect for his offense.
They got away with it the first time. Mountain View unable to take advantage, but the second time with the short pooch kick out of the formation cost the Union Titans that time.
It sure did.
We'll see if they don't take a different strategy moving forward here in the first, going into the second quarter, but I'm not so sure you'll see that
kick anymore.
That kick much anymore. Nor will you see them go for it inside their own 30-yard line either.
No. That's not a strategy when you're playing from
However,
behind.
I've been to several coaching clinics where there are coaches who do not believe in punting. They will
Yes.
never punt during the game. So I don't know if that was something Coach Rosenbach was going to try out
No,
tonight.
I remember seeing, unless that's his philosophy changed. He punted it last year. And here we go. And that's going to go out of bounds. Let's see if he's going to make him kick it again, or they're just going to go ahead and spot it. Looks like they're going to take the spot.
That'll be the 35, correct?
Yep. So the most dangerous thing here is to give Mountain View hope and confidence about about how they're playing this game tonight, and it's going to make for a long night for the Union Titans. These guys get to feeling like, we play with these guys and we can beat these guys.
What I've been impressed with the Mountain View defense so far, Jed, is the ability to just sustain each play. They haven't given up the big play. They've stayed in front of the ball carrier. They've made tackles.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been just fundamentally sound up to this point. We know when Darian Chase is out there on that offense, it could change
be just
quickly.
about anything. And there he is lined up at the top of the field out there on the numbers. He's going to give it out to Victor, decides to keep this one, gets out of it. And whoa, he does a whole lot of work to get back there to the line of scrimmage, because they had him at about a 5-6 yard loss initially. Great pursuit tackling there by the Mountain View Thunder. Just relentless on making sure that they get this man down. All right, Union comes up with a 3-man set here at the bottom of your screen. Victor set up the shotgun formation. He's going to hand that ball off this time. Right up the middle is Niall Jones, who's going to get down across the 45-yard line, down to the 46. It is going to be enough to move the chains. It's a good run there by that young man. Union sets up again, 3-man at the bottom. Lincoln backs up looking for somebody. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket. He's going to stick it straight up the middle and runs away from everybody. He's going to keep going. Is anybody really going to be able to stop him? And he's going to get stopped just inside the 10-yard line. Great scramble by Lincoln Victor.
That's how quickly field position can change with
Yes.
these guys, because they do have 3 or 4 top-notch athletes in this area that can do that to you.
You know, you almost want him to make him just stay in the pocket and throw it, you know, over the big people, because he's not super tall. If you let him give him a crease to get outside, then this is the type of thing you come up with. We're down to the last 42 left. Titans in the red zone, inside the 10. Nile has the ball, steps upfield. He is going to get stopped right at the 5-yard line. Second down and goal from the 5. And here's that instant replay. Pocket just kind of opened up. He just ran right up the middle. A couple of missed tackles there, and then he's off to the races. And there it is right there. Hand off to Nile. Nile punches this one in to the end zone for the touchdown. Now the Union Titans strike back. Here's an opportunity for the tie ball game. Just a big play by the quarterback, and then some great running by Nile Jones.
And just like that, we've had a great first quarter.
We sure have.
The Union gets set to convert the extra point.
Koga, the kicker. It's going to be up. And it's good. So Nile Jones ties the game back up with the extra point. We are just above a minute left to play in this first quarter, and we've got a tie ball game, 7-7.
Minute and 2 to go here in this first quarter. Jet moving along pretty fast. Give me your assessment of the first quarter.
Both teams jittery in the beginning. Looks like both teams settled down. The way it's going so far, this might be back and forth. It could end up whoever has the ball last. I mean, you know, what we've known about Union always is okay, what's going to happen in the second quarter? I mean, in the second half of the game. That's always what's been about them. But the funny thing is Mountain View's always been the same type of team. So it could make for a pretty interesting evening.
Well, Mountain View jumping out on top 7-0, kind of a surprise, right?
Yes.
But, you know, given the field position 2 times in a row, they were able to capitalize. That's not normally how these games go between the two teams.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, Union will jump out in front, and Mountain View will claw and fight and stay in the game. But a little bit of a turn of events here tonight. So let's see what Mountain View does with their third offensive possession. They won't have that field position now.
No, they won't. So we're here set up. Whitecap is giving them the whistle. And we off. Ball's going to stay on the carpet. It's going to get picked up. Merton's going to get up across the 30 before he's taken down.
Merton's looking like a really good ball carrier out here tonight. I know he
sure is.
Was a starter last year at the wing position. Now he's the featured back. But he's looking really good so far tonight.
I mean, it looks like he definitely worked out this summer. I mean, I see a different style of running back this year, you know.
Much more confident.
Yeah, more elusive, you know, good feet, great feet. I'm seeing some good stuff, you know, that's making people miss and it's getting them into, you know, in the situations that's going to make him be successful. Moen, he's going to keep it. He's going to take this one himself. Presses the line of scrimmage all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Little rendition of their own quarterback option.
Yep. Now to bring up 2nd down and 5. Mountain View's got 2 receivers on the lineup. Up there to the short side of the field. It's going to hand that one to Mertens. This time there's nowhere to go. This might have been a little bit more of a read that Moen probably should have held on to himself, because it looked like he gave that to him kind of at the last minute. They are going to give him back to the line of scrimmage, so we'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Nice stop there in the middle.
And with that play, that's going to end the first quarter of play. Wow. That one got over pretty quick. We have got the Mountain View Thunder and the Union Titans, 7-7. This is EPS Sports. Rod and Dan will be right back. All right, hey, welcome back here. Second quarter, McKenzie Stadium. The Titans going up against the Thunder. We've got a tie ball game going into quarter 2. Exciting first quarter here. We'll see what happens here in the second. Got a drop back for a pass. Moen's got a guy open. Oh, and it's going to be picked off by JoJo Ciafali and run back down to the 30-yard line. So there's a turn of events there right out of the gate here at the start of the second quarter. Moen throws a pick. We've got a penalty flag down on the ground, but I do believe that flag came out after the interception.
Kind of wondering why we haven't seen him in the backfield.
Yeah, he's listed as a slot for the offense, and then defensively, he's playing that corner spot. So they will get the interception, but there is a penalty, and there it is. Nice play there, nice pick and run. So that's going to push the Union Titans back to the Mountain View 48-yard line. 1st and 10. And it looks like now Ciafali is in the game in the backfield with Nile Jones. Victor Lincoln, the quarterback. Lincoln Victor, I'm sorry. Man in motion. Hands that ball off. Jones. We've got a flag there. It looks like the motion man may have leaned towards the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped. So we'll see if they saw the same thing we saw up here. And that is the case. Illegal motion is the call that will back them up. Well, we'll see what they decide here. So we'll back them up 5 yards. So they're going to back them up 5 yards, and it's going to be 1st down and 15. Alex Vallejo getting called for the illegal motion. Going to hand this ball off this time again, right at the middle of the field. Ball carrier there is JoJo Ciafali. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's stopped by the Mountain View defense. Playing the outside, we've got Elijah Taylor and Darian Chase. Niall Jones and JoJo Ciafali in the backfield. Now we've got some movement. Ciafali runs out to the slot. Single back now is Jones. Fake it to Jones. Victor looking to get that ball off. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket. Still looking downfield. Has somebody to get the ball to. Great catch by Alex Vallejo. Good job by Alex Vallejo. Had a defender right there in his face. Nice strong hands by that young man.
Good job by Victor to get away from pressure and get that pass off.
Yeah, he sure did. He's going to bring up now 4th down and 4. The box on the field is off by a down. I don't see if the officials are going to catch this. We're showing 4th down. The box shows 3rd. We'll find out what it really is. JoJo Ciafali is there, and he's going to keep going. Great run by him. So he doesn't really care what the box said there because they got enough for the 1st down. Nice run there by Ciafali. Nice play out there. Got the ball out to Ciafali. They're one of their athletes, one of the many they have on the team, and they got him out there to the ball to him in space, and he was able to do something good with it. 3 receivers on the far side. Ciafali is set up in the slot. Once again, Victor's going to get flushed out of the pocket. He's still looking downfield. Skips that one on the carpet right there in front of Ciafali. Well, he has not been able to set up back there and do much.
Not yet. I mean, he's been moved off his mark quite often and having a hard time trying to find a receiver while he's running around.
Yeah, he sure is.
Off his spot. So good job by the Mountain View defense to do what they're.
Well, one thing you gotta wonder or realize, I should say, with him is he's not the tallest guy out there, so he's got to worry about lanes. And when those big old linemen in front of him start standing up, he's got to move and find windows.
Right.
It's tougher to run with the quarterbacks than that these days.
It looks like we had another penalty flag. So dead ball penalty moves them back a lot. That's going to bring up still at first. Don't lose the down, but they lost a bunch of yardage on this. So pushed back. First down, 26. Victor drops back, looking for receivers downfield. He's got one in the middle, and it's going to get picked off by Mountain View right up the middle of the field. Great job there. He just steps right there in front of Alex Vallejo to pick that one off, and that is Makai Anderson right there for the pick.
Job by Anderson, just sitting back, reading quarterback Victor's eyes, and stepped right in front of that pass.
Yeah, he sure did. Sure did.
Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Mountain View Thunder.
Yep.
Now here's a case where he stayed in the pocket, Jet, just kind of floated one out there.
Yeah, it just took,
And so he had the time back there, but as you could see, it's tough to see back there.
Yeah, sure is. Sure is. So Mountain View back on offense. First down and 10.
Union packing it in there on defense.
Get that to Mertens. Mertens now, great run, dragging players. He's going to get almost to midfield there. Looks like you're going to give him forward momentum down to about the 48. Nice 5-yard carry, tough carry. drug that young man, but he held on for dear life until his buddies came to help him out. Here's the replay. Nice block right here by the guard. Kick it out. Get underneath that one. And he just holding on for dear life to his shirt. Nice one again. This time Moen decides to keep it. Going to push his way back across the 50. Get about 2-yard gain out of that. We'll call it third down, I should say. And about 3. Now, this game has somewhat become a little of a rivalry, and I think it's just morally about the personnel that's changed between the two teams. It's kind of made this game as important as it seems to be because
yeah,
it
I
used
think
to didn't
so.
be
I mean, when
this
you've
is
got
a 4A and 3A schools.
Right. When you've got players that previous year or two have played for another team and they move over, it makes it for a little bit of a
it makes it something else.
Right.
It makes it something else. Adam's going to go ahead and call timeout here on this one, and
3rd and 3 with 8:26 to go here in the second quarter.
this is a big play for them right now.
Much to my surprise, this is a very good contested football game.
Well, you know, interestingly enough, I was kind of listening to a podcast earlier talking about the opening night and this game in particular. And they kind of spoke to this game being played this way. They kind of felt like Mountain View was going to come ready to play, and they, for the simple fact that, you know, they're just tough, scrappy, well-coached, and come out here to play ball, and then that offense is just difficult to deal with.
It is.
We're kind of seeing what's
as
going
well
on.
as Union's. I mean,
Yeah.
I looked over a minute ago and saw that Union was on offense and Alishon Taylor standing on the sideline. So they've got weapons standing on the sidelines.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Mountain View always, looking for weapons. So good contest so far tonight here at McKenzie
sure is.
Stadium.
Sure
7-7 ball game. Mountain View Thunder, Union Titans.
Mertens takes him up. He's going to be under center this time. He's going to hand that ball straight off the middle. Nice little poke right through the middle of the field to Dash for a nice 30-yard run there.
You bet. Treshawn Foreman up the middle.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like Union was expecting anything like that to happen.
Last time I saw Foreman run up the middle like that, it was George Foreman.
Right.
The Minnesota Vikings.
I mean, but you got to look at the blocking right there. Look at the blocking. There's a pancake block right there on the floor. That was Alex Vallejo who got pancaked by a lineman.
Lost his helmet.
Yep.
Here we go. 8:10 left in the first half. Still tied at 7. Moen in the gun on the 1st and 10.
Moen now dropping back, looking for somebody. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket. This time he's not going to have anywhere to go, and the Titans are going to drag him down at the 40-yard line. Loss of about 6 yards. So the Moens takes the team up to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be in shotgun formation. Jack Mertens lined up as his running back. They're going to go. Moens is going to get that out to Mertens. Mertens is going to just lower his shoulders and just run hard like he's been doing all night long. Get back across the 35-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down and 11. 7:02 left to play in this first half. We've got a tie ball game.
And this is the perfect kind of offensive performance for Mountain View, is to move the chains, move the ball, keep the clock going.
Yeah.
Shorten the ball game.
Moen's going to let that one go. There's nobody really out there. And they're going to call a pass interference on Mountain View. But he did save the touchdown, so.
Or save the turnover anyway.
Yeah, the turnover, I'm sorry, yeah.
Oh,
So good heads-up play there by Micaiah Anderson. we'll see here what the officials got going on, if they'll take the penalty or the play.
And it is offensive pass interference on Mekhi Anderson.
So good job by Anderson there. I mean, was an opportunity for a turnover. He made sure that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So
Take the penalty.
brings
Take
up
the
third
penalty.
down and 11, I believe. Actually, it's going to be third and double that. So
Yeah.
third and 21.
Yeah. Almost back to midfield, right to the 49-yard line. Still in Titan territory, but barely.
I think third and count. It'll be about 3rd and 26 to be exact.
Fourth and 26. So fourth down for the Mountain View Thunder.
I don't know what you draw.
Well, the block and the clock have been off a couple of times this time, so we'll see which one is. We're going to go by we'll go by what's on the field. So third down and 26. Mullins drops back again, looking for somebody to go upfield. Almost interfered, almost threw that one away again too. A little high. Intended the receiver looked like it was Mekhi Anderson, but caught that, would have been well short of the first down.
All right, so that's going to bring up fourth down and 26. Mountain View will line up to punt this ball away. Punting for Mountain View will be Justin Lufkin-Quant. Handles the kicking duties.
Two deep guys standing around the 15-yard line. Can't quite see the numbers, but I'm sure one of them is Darian Chase. Possibly not. We're going to take another timeout here.
They only had 10 out there, so
Got to get it figured out.
good ball game here, 7-7 Mountain View Union. 6:33 to go here in this first half.
Should make for a better second half since both these clubs are known to be second half football teams. So we'll see who's in the better conditioning in this first, they've had 10 days of practice?
Not long,
Yeah.
couple weeks.
So say who's in the best shape? Because that's going to be the tail in the second half of play here.
We've been watching these two teams in some capacity go at it for the last, well, however long Union's been open.
Yeah, I know.
13 years.
Yep.
Is the punter. He's going to stand at his own 40, gets the snap, boots it.
Yeah, it's going to just kick that one. It's going to get picked up right there.
Picks it up and he's scooting the other way.
Getting to the outside. There is a lane over there that he has gotten himself into. Let's see how far he's going to go, and he's going to take a nice pop right there about the 43-yard line on the Union sideline. Ball carrier on that was number 23. I thought that's what his number was.
All right, so 6:17 left in the first half. We are still tied at 7.
All right, so the Union Titans take the field now. First down and 10 from the 42-yard line.
We haven't seen a ton of production from the Titans offense, which is interesting.
There we go. We got slot receivers to the far side of the field.
All right, it's Victor.
And they're going to give it to Niall Jones this time. Jones is going to get about a yard out of this one before he stopped. A little extra activity down there. Referees staying on top of it, making sure they're trying to keep these guys under control. Darian Chase here lined up on the numbers at the bottom of your screen. Twin backs. Once again, they give it handed off to Jones. This time Jones is going to get across the 45 and go down about the 47. Going to bring up a third down, short yardage situation, 3rd and 4.
4 yards to go. They'll need the Mountain View 48. Victor on the gun. 3 wide
This time they hand it off once again. Jones
middle, pile driving his way.
is getting everything going on. This time there is a penalty flag on the field. We'll see if that's going to be a holding call against the Union Titans. And it does seem to be some kind of penalty against them, and it is. It is a holding against the Titans. That will back them up 10 yards. They're going to go ahead and back this one up. All right, so that's going to back them all the way up past the 10 yards. It'll bring up third down now. And 13.
Here we go. Third down. Well, this actually, it should be third down and long. Third and 13. In the gun is Victor. Two receivers left.
Victor takes the snap. He's going to roll out here to the right side, looking for a receiver downfield. Has one. Chase. We're going to see if the official is going to say that was a catch. And he is going to give him the catch on that one. That'll bring up fourth down, though. He is short by a yard of the first down marker. Great catch there by Darian Chase right there on the sideline.
So here comes the tempo from the Titans. They'll go for it on fourth and
They're going to go for it. Fourth and short. And the first down. Oh, my goodness. They might not give it to him.
Far side referee is
Niall
spotting it about
Jones,
a half yard short.
Niall Jones went into that hole like he had to run no matter what. And
They might have to measure this because it was actually spotted differently.
no, and they're going to turn the ball over on downs. They eyeballed it.
Didn't quite get to that marker.
The second time this half, Union's turned the ball over on downs.
Not quite sure why we moved the ball forward this way. It
Yeah.
should be on this side of that hash mark where he was short. And for some reason, that official picked the ball up and put it on the other side of that hash mark.
Not quite sure what's going on
He
here.
didn't quite get to the 48-yard line.
So Mountain View takes the ball over. Great field position. Mertens fakes it to him. Moen rolls out, looking for somebody downfield, and there's the reception as he gets run out of bounds.
Earnhardt.
Great job there.
Nice pitch and catch from Moen to Earnhardt there, picking up the first down for the Thunder. Looked nice getting Moen out here in
Sure
some
was.
space.
That nice design play looks good here. A rollout on the back. Gets him coming, dragging across the field. Nice job. Good upfield block there, too, by Mekhi Anderson that kind of helped give him some room. Anderson checks out. Looks like there might have been an equipment problem. Hands that ball off to Mertens. Mertens steps inside that block. Tries to bounce outside. Fumbles the ball. We'll see who was able to get back on top of that one. And it looks like
Mertens jumped on it.
was able to jump back on that one. But I do like the way Mertens steps in and cuts right underneath those blocks he has. Does a very good job doing that. All right, we got two receivers out there on the field. Wide outs, if you will. Michael Bolds. Mekhi Anderson fakes it, gets it to Bolds. Bolds steps under a nice block. And we've got a penalty. I'm not quite sure what that penalty is going to be here. I don't know if they're... It looked like a good, clean block to me. We'll find out what's going on. Well-designed play. Anderson caught that ball and got right underneath that block and got upfield.
Blindside block. I knew it, yeah.
Well, they call that a blindside block, so apparently in high school football, you can't explode. Here's the instant replay. Well, it comes up a little bit past that, but number 55, I think, is the guy who got called for the play, for the block.
I don't know how that's a blindside block. They were looking at each other.
Yeah, I don't quite see how they call that type of block either.
Tough call there. But there's tough calls in every high school football game,
Yep.
right? I mean, you just have to play on.
So they're showing it again, and yeah, that's the, I don't know. Once again, I'm not quite sure I might have kept my flag in my pocket on that play, but here we go. What can you do? Hey, Foreman right up the field. He's going to make it. He's going to get all of that penalty back. for
and
him.
then some.
Going to bring up a third down situation. He's going to get almost to the 30-yard line.
Different kind of runner than Mertens,
Yes, he is.
but effective nonetheless.
Gets down to the 31. Third down and 5. So great run there. Comes in that game and does his work. Comes back out. Jack Mertens back in his familiar slot. There it is. Kick out again. This time that block was missed. That most important block that gets him up the field. That was able to get that one to stick that time, and Mertens got dragged down sooner than he would have normally gotten taken down. Down to 3 minutes to play in this first half, and we've seen some very exciting football and some very well-played football here up to this point. Foreman comes back on the field. Jack Mertens checks out. Mountain View's going to go for this. And they feel like Foreman's a little heavier of a guy to bring down. They're going to give it to him again, and he's going to find his way through, and he's going to get all the way down across the 20 and get down at the 18-yard line. So he's going to get that first down and plenty more to move these chains.
Well, it's like they don't really want to get in front of Foreman.
No. I mean, how big is he on paper? I mean, he looks like
He's a little
he's
bigger.
running
It
like
says
he's,
165, but
oh my goodness, he runs like he's 2 and change.
5'11", 165.
So here we go, and we got a flag. We got movement there by the wing back there for Mountain View. That's going to back him up 5 yards.
Those are the little mistakes there that Mountain View needs to eliminate if they want to come out of here with a victory tonight.
Clean that up a little. Yes, they sure do.
Because there'll be other bounces in the game that don't go their way. You can't compound that with mistakes like
that
false
one right
starts
there.
and missed blocks and the blindside block. I mean, those are the things that stop drives.
Yep, sure is. Mertens gets back into the game. Going to hand that off to Earnhardt. And they call it, this is the second call in a row for illegal motion. Well, false start, I should say. So now they've lost 10 yards, first down and 20 to go. I'm not sure if they called that on Earnhardt's motion that he went into on that play or not. I didn't see anybody else move. So clock stopped at 2 minutes and 5.
So from inside the red zone back to the 28 after back-to-back false start penalties on the Thunder. The clock moves inside of 2 minutes left in this first half from McKenzie Stadium.
Michael Bowles lines up the slot just inside there of Micaiah Anderson.
In this offense, a 30-game starter, none of the varsity level though.
Earnhardt, the wing on the far side.
Managing the offense, he's got
Mertens is the running back. Roll out. Moen looking for somebody. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket. He needs to just kind of let that one go. And we have got Anderson, the intended receiver, unable to bring anything down on that play. It's going to be second down in some ways to go here. We've got a flag on the play. So let's see what that one is.
We're roughing the quarterback here a little bit. He was able to get that off. Another penalty on
block in the back on Mountain View.
Mountain
So
View.
they are definitely having a tough time getting out of their own way on this series.
Well, the original scrimmage line marker is set at the 18-yard line.
Yeah,
So
it sure is.
it's going to be from that spot back 10 yards. Back to the 45.
So 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which is going to push them back into their own territory by about 3 yards.
So Mountain View's done a pretty good job of controlling the clock, Jet, in my opinion. What you don't want to do right here with a minute 29 to go is turn the ball over.
Yeah, exactly.
Or put it on the floor.
So we've got a tight bunch down here at the with the slow side of the field. Oh my goodness. Tight
Nose guard there.
defensive line.
Barber swallowed that up.
Yeah, he sure did. He was all in the backfield. Didn't allow that to happen at all.
So Union with an opportunity here, taking a timeout, trying to save some clock time.
Yeah.
Figuring this 3rd and 47 is probably going to be a little impossible to make here. So
Yeah, looking for an opportunity here. So I would imagine we're probably going to see something pretty conservative this way and then try to punt this one away and pin him down for the last minute and a half. Minute and 22 seconds left to play in this first half. All right, both teams on the field, ready to go. Earnhardt lines up in the wing. They have got Foreman, three-point stance, fullback under the center, and they jump again. This time it's Montel. Rodolfo Montel jumps that time, which is going to back him up to the 40, and they'll go at this again. All right, they break the huddle. Mountain View back up to the line of scrimmage. 2 in the backfield this time. They're going to give that ball to Mertens. Mertens is going to get up the field, run hard like he has done. Got back into Titan territory, but he still's got a long way to go to get a first down. They need to get inside the 8-yard line to get a first down. Right now they are on the Union Titans 49. Owen breaks the huddle. He's going to set in under the center this time.
All right, the clock is running. Neither team elected to take a timeout after that second down run.
Going to give this ball to Foreman right up the middle. Foreman's going to run hard and get across the 45 and go down at about the 42. Clock continuing the run.
Union's taking a timeout here, Jet. Bringing up 4th down.
Seconds left. Tied at 7.
So Union's going to be looking for one more play. Taking this in, a big play, I'm sure.
Oh, no, they're going to be looking for more than one more play here. I mean,
no, 26 seconds left to
right.
go.
So they've called a timeout. They're going to receive this punt.
They'll get 2 out of it.
Yeah, I'm sure they're thinking here they need to get the ball on this side of the 50 on the punt return to set up 1 or maybe even 2 final plays. It looks like Union's out of timeouts.
Yeah, that was their last one. So looks like Mountain View has 1 left. Okay, set up to punt this one away. It definitely want to kick this away from everybody down there. 2 deep guys standing right there with their heels on the 10. Nice punt. It's going to go out at the 5-yard line. A few ticks off the clock, down to 18 seconds. So Union will take over deep in their own territory on the 4-yard line with 18 seconds left to play and no timeouts.
Just in case they do the thing and try to score. Gotta take video just in case, right?
15 seconds left. It looks like after the Victor Wilton, the senior center seat.
All right, they're going to take the knee and go on into the locker room for halftime. They're not going to take the time to take another play, and we'll just let this clock run out. All right, we have come to the conclusion of the first half of football here with the Mountain View Titans and the the Mountain View Thunder and the Union Titans. We got a tie ball game at 7 apiece. Not a whole lot of people were expecting this, but a very exciting game nevertheless. Both these squads are known as second half teams, so it'll be an exciting second half. This is EPS Sports. Rod Lawrence, Dan Odell. We'll be right back.
Thank you, everybody, for watching this EPS Sports broadcast, the Union Titans versus the Mountain View Thunder. This is Matt Griffin, the executive producer of EPS Sports. We're going to take this halftime break to bring you some news and information from around Evergreen Public Schools while we give our camera crew and instant replay crew a little break. Each year, Evergreen Public Schools is fortunate enough to welcome several new principals to our pool of talented educators. 4 of them took the time out of their day to speak to us about the start of the school year, and we'd like you to meet them.
Started at Evergreen High School when I moved up here to the Northwest, and so that was about 11 years ago, and so now being able to come back after 4 years away feels like coming back home. So I'm really excited to get engaged with the staff again here and the community that surrounds Evergreen. What's great about the work that Lisa did was she really engaged not only the staff here, but the entire community in compassion and learning how to work with kids from whatever background they come from. So I'm excited for that jumping off point. Our focus this year is going to be all about alacrity, which is cheerful enthusiasm. So taking that compassion and really putting a push toward increasing the spirit of the school and just getting after it. The unique things I think about Evergreen is that if you walk around the school at any point throughout the day, there aren't little cliques of students. Everybody just accepts everybody for who they are, and anybody can be a part of whatever group, which is really great. So that's one of the really unique things about Evergreen. So we're going to take that and again with alacrity, just get after it, and we're going to bring back a whole bunch of spirit things. We're going to look at the way we do assemblies and increase the spirit there. We're going to have a whole staff section that's going to push kids to really find that pride in being a Plainsman again. We've done for a long time, since when I was a teacher here, is the talent show. That I think sells out every year. It gets better and better, and as a teacher, I used to perform in the talent show with Mr. Day, the choir teacher, and so I'm looking forward to doing that and maybe adding a couple new teachers to that. Additionally, what I'd like to start is a couple community nights throughout the year where community members, parents, students, teachers, anybody can come to the school, and we'll have kind of like a conference, different workshop sessions set up throughout the evening, and anybody can check out what's going on at the school, see what kids are doing, learn about how to apply for college, those kinds of things. And so yeah, I'm really excited about both of those.
Sunset is a great place to learn, mainly because we got dedicated staff, students are amazing, our parents and PTO very, very supportive. The community around us supports us very well. We have a lot of partnerships outside of the school that we rely on to help us with different activities and things like that. And everybody's genuinely excited to be here, and it's a family. That's one of the things as I talk to all the staff and introduce myself. Most of them just talk about how it's just an amazing family environment here, and we all just kind of look after each other's kids. We try to take that initiative to always be looking out and supporting each other as we go through this thing called life or school. My wife taught here. My kids went to school here a few years ago, so I know a few of the events from a parent's point of view, and the carnival was always a huge one for my kids. That was the one that they would not allow us to skip because it was a Friday evening, and as parents you get kind of tired, but the carnival was a huge event for us. It's a great fundraiser, and it's a great place where the family comes in. We started something last year, at the very end of last year, called the Shark Academy, and the Shark Academy is all about kind of educating parents about social emotional learning and just the different things that we're doing in the schools, so they have a clear understanding of what we're doing with restorative practices, PBIS, and mindfulness. I do know some of the people from more of a social standpoint, so now getting to be a colleague of theirs is pretty amazing. Kind of getting to see how hard they have their kids working in the classroom, how much they make them think, how much they make them learn. It's been a great experience to see the other side of those amazing people.
Well, I think the fortunate thing for me is that I worked for two principals that had a very clear vision, some deep core values about students and learning. And so I get to take that and now put it into the language that I use and the vision that I have for Columbia Valley. So we're just continuing all the good work that's been done here. We work in a profession where we get to have a big family reunion at the beginning of every year. And that's what is exciting for me, is seeing the teachers come back, seeing the students come back, and the parents come back, and just reconnecting. And I don't know in any other place where you get that feeling of, wow, I haven't seen you for a while, and it's so exciting to see you again and greet you and welcome you back. Last year I got to experience the Navigator Dash at the end of the year here at Columbia Valley, and it's a fundraiser, it's a major fundraiser, and students are out on the track and families are out there and there's music playing, and it was the highlight community event for our school last year, and I'm just really excited to experience that again and lead it this year. Well, I think one of the special things about Columbia Valley is every person that walks through this door is here for the same purpose, and that's for the students, for the children. Every parent wants their child to have the best, and every teacher wants to do their best for their students, and every student wants to be their best. And our parent community is incredibly supportive of all of the initiatives that we're taking on this year. I just couldn't ask for a better community, even beyond the school families. We went out and visited, introduced ourselves to the businesses in the neighborhood just the other day, and the minute we said, we're the principal and assistant principal of Columbia Valley, their faces just lit up, and they were so enthusiastic about how can we help, what can we do, how can we partner with you. So we have a pretty fantastic community here.
I am looking forward to opening those doors up and meeting the kids. I'm so excited about that, and to be working with the teachers and just continuing the positive culture that we have here at Covington. That's what I look forward to mostly. We have a Pride Night that comes up later in the year, and that again, it invites the community in to build culture and to meet with the kids and teachers and showcase the students' work that they've been doing throughout the year. So that's something that I want to continue. I also want to have a monthly get together with parents. I haven't decided how that will look exactly yet, but I do want to be able to meet with them and just have a time to chat, have coffee, whatever they would like to do, and talk about the school year. The staff has told me that we have parents here who are very cooperative, who want to work together with us. And so I just want to reach out and make sure and grow that community to make sure that they know that they have input into events and things that are going on throughout the year, and that we care about their kids and we want to work with them to help their kids succeed.
And welcome back to our halftime show. I'm Matt Griffin, EPS Sports Executive Producer. Since this is a Friday, let's do a little flashback Friday to early June, near the end of last school year, when students from across our district formed a giant mega band to perform in the annual Rose Festival Starlight Parade. They were kind enough to let us come along while they were rehearsing and when they actually marched in the parade. Here are some of those sights and sounds of the mega band.
Ready? Here we go. All together.
This is awesome. I'm so glad that all the high schools, all the comprehensive high schools are getting all their bands together this year for one big mega band. I just had to come to this rehearsal to see the whole thing in action because I couldn't believe it. In the district, we really try to promote collaboration and teamwork, and this is like one big example of that, so I'm really excited.
With over 800 kids here tonight, Evergreen is dominating the Starlight Parade. This is outstanding. The amount of sound coming off of this band is unbelievable. Standing up here, when they start ramping up Thriller, you can just see the crowd getting into it. It's so exciting.
And I want to thank all of the students and alums from Vancouver Public Schools and Evergreen Public Schools who are making tonight's broadcast possible. Students are running cameras, they're running instant replay, they're running graphics. We have Ethan and the other Ethan. We have Ray, we have CJ. I'm not forgetting anybody, am I? And Jacob. And of course, Wade Ferguson, our video services coordinator. Our EPS Sports broadcasts are usually directed by Mr. Scott Wistrand from Evergreen High School, but he sent me an email or a text message late Wednesday night saying, oops, I forgot that I have tickets to see Rod Stewart and Cyndi Lauper at the Sunlight Supply Amphitheater. So as you can imagine, I'm probably been giving him a lot of hard time via text message while he's at the concert, but he was kind enough to send us this clip of a song you might recognize.
Now, take a deep breath. Come on, I know you can do it. That 80-year-old woman could do it better. Come on.
So just having a little fun with a video sent to us by Mr. Scott Wistrand. Thank you, Scott, for your help most nights helping our broadcast. We are just a couple minutes away from the second half action of the Union Titans versus Mountain View Thunder. We'll be back to the action in just a moment.
From this angle, it all makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
And frustration,
absorb
a
what
tool,
people are giving you.
not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Finally won. What's your reaction gonna be? Yeah! Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods
Okay, what else?
common.
Little tadpoles, frogs, spiders, this is their world.
There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go, go, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
Open in the middle of the football field, catches it for a touchdown.
Would you look at that? Evergreen, would you look at that?
Cool with the big three. Great. Takes it all the way now. Nice. All right, welcome back here to the second half. EPS Sports, Rod Lawrence, Dan Odell. Welcome back here to the McKenzie Stadium, second half of the game. We've got the Mountain View Thunder and the Union Titans going at each other. That first half of play, we got a tie score of 7-7. Very exciting football going on. We'll see what the second half has to bring us. Dan, what do you think?
Well, I think the game plan here for the Mountain View Thunder has really played itself out. I mean, ball control offense, keep the clock running, shorten the game, and stay in this game against all these playmakers that Union has. On Union's side, on offense, I just don't think they've gotten going yet. We're used to seeing a lot of Ciafali, obviously Niall Jones tonight, but Lincoln Victor's made a few good throws and would like a few back, but they just haven't really gotten going on offense yet.
No, they haven't. I mean, Darian Chase has been pretty quiet tonight offensively. Mountain View's done a good job. Great game plan up to this point. Second half of football is always exciting with these two schools, so I'm sure that's not going to change tonight. That ball is going to be kicked into the end zone, touchback there, and that's going to have Mountain View with the ball on their 20. You are watching EPS Sports. Rod Lawrence, Dan Odell. We'd like to thank you guys here for joining us tonight on our first night of high school football in Vancouver, Washington, Clark County. Just like to make you guys aware that we are flying the flag tonight at half-mast, and that is in honor of Senator McLean. So we'd like to wish him and his family well. Great American and a great human being. Going to hand that ball off to Jack Mertens. He is going to push his way out there to about 2 yards out there. We'll give him the 2nd down and 8. Looks like they're going to give him, about 2 yards there. So we'll see who had the better chalk talk, right?
We'll see.
Who did the best halftime scheme here to set themselves up to be successful in this second half?
I'm really impressed with how Moen has conducted himself within the offense. His first-year starter at quarterback.
Yep.
Nice little field general down there.
Moen sets him up. He's in shotgun formation. Hands that ball off to Mertens. Mertens is going to get about another yard out of that. Looks like Taylor is got banged up a little bit on that play. He's going to come out, take a breather. Mountain View is going to have 2 receivers in the game, Michael Bolds, and we've got Micah Anderson lined up down here at the bottom of your screen. Micah on the numbers. And we've got a whistle stoppage there at the beginning, probably some motion going on. Going to back him up about 5. Flag on the play here, trying to get it figured out. Ref's talking about it.
It's like we're waving that off, Jet.
Yeah, it looks like it might have been waved off. I'm not sure what happened there, but that is a no play, no account. We'll start like nothing happened. 3rd down and 8.
Same down and distance, 3rd down and 8. 10:25 to go. Ball at their own 22. Mellon in the gun. 2 receivers left.
Got Earnhardt in the wing position over there.
Here's the snap. A blitz coming through.
Oh, and a perfectly timed blitz there by Union. Number 22, what's his?
He's the nose guard.
It's the nose guard. He came from a standing position. Anticipating the snap count, just caught him completely off guard. Going to bring up 4th down and a whole lot now, and they're going to punt this one away deep out of their own territory.
So an opportunity here, Jet, for the Union Titans to capitalize on field position.
So Alec Gonzalez, who was the man who timed that snap count perfectly and was able to get back there and make the tackle. The ball is caught right there. He's going to take that back up. He's going to make it to about the 35-yard line before he's tackled.
Yeah, definitely. If the Union just get the ball on the ground, for a little bit, just run inside zone.
All right, well, the Titans are going to take the ball over in some great field position in Mountain View territory. You see Darian Chase on the field, Alex Gonzalez, Niall Jones, and JoJo Ciafali, both Jones and Ciafali in the backfield. Ciafali takes that one, steps right upfield, trying to get north and south right now. Going to get about a yard and a half out of that one. Set up again here, 2nd down and 8. Victor hands that ball off to Ciafali again. This time Ciafali finds a nice opening, steps over the 1st and 2nd defender. He's going to get all the way down to inside the 5-yard line before he's taken down. Nice, strong downhill run there by JoJo Ciafali.
A little hurry up here from the Titans.
Set it up again, ready to go right now. double threat down there with the running backs between Jones and Ciafali. This time it looks like there's a little bit of confusion, but they look like Union is going to get the touchdown anyway.
That's a great second effort
yes,
there by
it sure
Victor.
was. Lincoln Victor, the play looked like it was broken. There was a little confusion on the handoff. Victor decided to just keep that himself and make the run. Nice strong run, pushes him in the end zone. There's that nice little jump there, run there by JoJo Ciafali, stepping over tacklers. So it's just into the, 3-4 minutes of this. Union on top. 13 now. See if they're going to be able to make it 14, and it looks like they were able to do that. So with 8 minutes 45 left to play in this third quarter, Union scores first possession in the second half of play. Well, I don't know. That was just a lot of misfortune there for Mountain View, and just kind of set Union up to be in some great field position.
Yeah, their offensive series kind of set them back there a little bit, pushed them up and to the shadow of their own goal line. They had to punt out of there, short field position for Union, and they took full advantage going no huddle.
Yeah, they sure did.
And boom, 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 7 points. Kind of asserted themselves there on that drive.
They did. Earnhardt and Mertens are going to be the deep people for Mountain View. Well, both offensively and defensively, the Titans looked a little bit more charged up. We'll see if that's going to be the case for the remainder of the game, or if Mountain View is going to be able to step up and match that.
Well, welcome back to McKenzie Stadium.
Well, we're ready for the kickoff here.
The Union Titans
And we're off.
2 consecutive touchdowns as Alex Koga.
That's going to be fielded right at the 5 by Earnhardt. Earnhardt takes it right up the middle. Spins out of that one and gets down across the 30-yard line. Ran into the back of one of his own blockers, or he might have got a lot further on that one.
Really impressed with how hard Mountain View's running the ball tonight.
Yeah, they sure are.
Jed, I
yeah.
mean, Mertens and Earnhardt, and it seems like anybody who touches the ball there, they're just...
Yeah, Foreman's impressive.
Foreman has
well.
been impressive as well.
Yep. We'll break out into the formation here. Moen is going to get that ball out to Michael Bowles. Block thrown, and he loses his footing and goes down across the 40-yard line.
A little shake and bake on nobody, brought him down.
Yep. Nice block there by Mertens, and a good block by the receiver, Micah Anderson.
Just very important first down play, and a first down as the result.
Yep.
For the Mountain View Thunder.
There we go again. They're going to get it out there.
Oh.
And nice pop. Nice open field tackle there by Alex Vallejo. Doing a little taunting there.
Careful.
Micah Anderson did just exactly what, act like the hit didn't mean anything, and gets right back up. Bobbled that catch a little bit. If he had caught that clean, he might have been able to get some more yards out of that. All right, here we go. 2nd and 8. Moens does it again. This time he catches it, but he's going to catch that right there at the line of scrimmage. Pretty much a loss of a down there on that one. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Two receivers set on the far side of the field. Earnhardt is the wing.
Third and 8 near midfield. Cook and Anderson, the receivers, and send it to give to Mertens up the middle.
Mertens this time gets himself up the field. He's going to get taken off his feet and flipped a little bit on that play. Looks like they tried to time that another timed blitz. You know, they might want to consider a different snap count here, and Union seems to be trying to tee off on them based on the snap count.
Now, Mountain View can't get greedy here. They're only trailing by 7.
Yeah. So don't panic.
So you don't want to turn the ball over here in your own territory.
So they're going to go ahead and keep this. There we go. He backs up again, takes the snap. He's going to be a quick kick. And
effective
exactly.
enough.
So ends up doing a quick kick on 4th down, gets him down inside the 15-yard line.
Effective enough.
Yeah, sure was. Titans have a little real estate now that they're going to have to deal with to get another touchdown. So
a much better result than turning the ball over on your side of the 50.
Sure
I mean,
was.
they could have gotten a first down. We don't know that, but at this point in the game, we are early in the third quarter. There's no sense in putting yourself in a bad position by not getting the first down.
Exactly.
So play defense, put the ball back, keep the clock moving.
All right, well, we're back at Union here. Running the double threat in the backfield. They're going to give this one to Jones. Jones now looking for the edge, and he has found it. He's going to get a couple of yards out of that.
Mountain View doing a good job of stringing that play out.
Sure was.
Recently, we've seen a lot of Niall Jones and Ciafali, which has been really effective.
Yeah,
obviously
sure
the
has.
last drive they scored 7 points doing that. So I'd like to see the Titans run a little more north and south on their runs.
Yeah. There we go. This time it's going to be Ciafali. He is going to go straight up the field. Going to get down across the 20-yard line. Earnhardt coming out of the game. Looks like he might be struggling with cramps. He's going to run off the field, get to the trainer, and get that looked at. He's going to be replaced by Jack Mertens. Time we're going to hand it off again. This time, no place for him to go.
Gulliford read that right from the get-go.
Yeah, sure did.
Nothing doing up the middle, and that brings up 4th down.
Now, great defensive series there by the Thunder, forcing a punt by the Titans, I would presume.
Well, they haven't. They're not in their punt formation, so this is going to be a quick kick, or they're going to go for it. We'll see what's going to go here. Mountain View's not going to jump. We'll see if he backs up. Yeah, Victor's going to take the step back. He's going to kick this one off. So both teams are using the quick game. The quick kick game.
Mm-hmm.
There is a flag. I thought there's a flag right here over here by the 20, so we'll see what's going on.
Near side back here on the Mountain View Thunder side, there's a penalty, so we'll see if that's a hold or
and they're going to wave it.
They've waved it off.
They've waved that flag. So
great field position here for the Thunder.
Yeah, yes it is.
What we've seen, Jed, over the last 8 minutes is a lot of running the football. Clock's been running.
Yes.
For both teams, and it's been a fairly quick third quarter, as a fairly quick first half.
Yeah, neither one of the teams, have really had to get out of their game plan this entire game. I know. I thought I was going to see a little bit more of Darian Chase offensively tonight, and haven't seen much of him. He's been pretty quiet. He's been, Rory's been running the football, as has Matt Adams been doing. So.
Now, we have seen an abundance of flags this half.
Yes, we sure have.
And 10 the first half. So there's 5 offside penalty, 5 yards against the Thunder, against the Titans.
So 1st and 5, just across the 30-yard line, down on the 31.
The only thing better than 2nd and 5 is 1st and 5.
Yep. They're going to take the snap. Got a guy open. He's wide open. He's going to just go ahead and take it himself. Decide he's going to try to spin out of that.
So that's just the slot receiver uncovered.
Yep, it sure is.
And a little hot read there. Just get the ball out to him, see what he can do.
It's going to be Michael Bolt. Nice play there. Move the chains. We'll see what play Mr. Matheson has dialed up here. Bolt is going to line up on the far side of the field. Merton's going to move into the running back position. Going to get the handoff, a fly sweep. Looking for the edge, he's going to outrun the linebacker. And this time he's got a nice open field tackle there by the corner out there.
Limping a little bit. Is Mertens?
Now Elijah Jones, number 4, is playing cornerback out there. He stepped up and gave Jack Mertens a nice little pop. Two receiver set down here at the near side of the field.
That's a good point. 2nd and 7, so he gained 3 yards. Clock is stopped, and it's moving again now that Mountain View is up at the line of scrimmage. Going again in the gun, motion.
All right, we've got 3 receivers set down here at the bottom. Open. Going to get that ball out there again. A nice little catch and pass there. Good run there by Micah Anderson. And that's something that seems to be working for them right now. You know, a little quick out, just get the ball into one of their athletes' hands.
Micah Anderson, the benefit of a pretty good block there from the slot position.
Yeah.
Might have got away with an early block while the ball was in the air, but nonetheless, effective block and sprung him for a first down.
Oh, and we got another flag right now. See who this one is going to be called on for the movement. Back Mountain View up 5.
That's got to be their 6th, 7th, 8th false start tonight.
Yeah. Got to get used to the rhythm of everything. Your first night.
About the only thing that slowed this game down has been penalties.
Yeah, I know. We might have been in the 4th quarter already if we hadn't had so many. Mullins in the shotgun. Drops back. Oh. That is a bullet. Put that one on a rope. Went right through the hands of Elijah Jones. Had like 3 Titan defenders in the area, so if he had pulled that down, he wouldn't have got far.
Well, different spin on that ball this year.
Yeah.
Coming out of that lefty's hand, it's on this way. But you're right. That was a hot shot there.
Yeah.
Tough to handle there by Anderson.
Mm-hmm. Three receivers set here to the short side of the field into the boundary. Mullins going to drop back. Good look there at the end to flip it out there to Anderson. He's going to get some yards on this. Bring up about 3rd down and about 5 yards to go. Good situation for the Thunder. Good awareness there by Moen. They just dump that one off and not take the sack.
Downfield completions really for either one of these teams tonight. That brings up 3rd and 6 from the Union 35. 307, pardon me, left in this.
So Bolds and Anderson line up on the far side of the field.
See if they do it.
Give that ball to Mertens. This time Mertens going to get hit in the backfield, but he's going to miss that tackle and get brought down there by, not sure if that's not, no, that's not Ciafali. That's number 27. That is Alex Vallejo.
So interesting here. Mountain View's probably going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th and 8, long 8 for the Mountain View Thunder. Mertens is going to come off. He's been shaken up a little bit off and on here in the second half.
Yeah, he's
hands,
been getting hit.
ankles.
Yeah. Okay, he comes with an empty backfield.
4th and 8 from the 37. They're going to go for it. Moen in the gun, and now we have
Union decides to
we got
use
a
a timeout
for the Union Titans.
on the defense. Union Titans, Coach Rosenbach. Chat about things.
Colton Blake now has come into the game too and is lining up in the wing slot.
We will take a quick pause for station identification. 14-7, Union leads with 2:21 left in the 3rd quarter from McKenzie Stadium on the area. Media calling Game of the Week on ESPN 9.
Oh my goodness, this turned out to be a pretty good game. A whole lot closer than I believe anybody thought. Union's up by just a touchdown, and we're 2 minutes and 21 seconds before we're into the final quarter of this game. Mountain View by no stretch of the imagination out of this. And they put together a solid drive, then we're looking at another tie ball game. All right, they line up 3 receiver set. Empty backfield. Mullins drops back, looking upfield for a receiver. Going to get flushed out of the pocket. Oh, and he's got an intercept. Oh, and he drops it. Actually, it was a good thing that he dropped that one because that would have been that had him down inside the 15.
Could have lost a few yards there.
Yeah. This time they're going to Mountain View will turn the ball over on downs, and now they will take the ball over on their own 40. No, I take that back. Their own 37-yard line.
I expect to see a lot of Niall Jones and Ciafali here.
Well, now Jones is there, lined up at a single back. They have been running split backs.
A missed opportunity for Moen and company is that's going to be one that they would absolutely love to have back. But regardless, Union takes over on down.
And here we go.
Victor back out to run the show in the gun.
Fake this one, pass up the middle, wide open, coming across at a nice little slant route. I believe that was JoJo Ciafali coming out of the slot position.
Nice idea, I think, by Coach Rosenbach to carve out a little roll for him out of that slot position.
Yeah. I think he could be super dangerous out of that position, to be honest with you. He lines up there in the slot again. Dropping back. Ciafali's dragging across. Victor is going deep for Darian Chase. Oh, and Chase. Great ball head control out there by Mertens, who ran right there with him. Jack Mertens right there to knock that ball away from Darian Chase.
Gulliford has something to say about it.
Great job there by Jack Mertens. I was wondering when they were going to go for Darian Chase, and there was the big play.
And Mertens is the one guy that can run with him.
Chase had a couple of feet on the defender at least to start. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 46. Play action.
Once again, we got a flag on the play. Gulliford right there in his face, helping string that play out. 2 flags on the field. Looks like probably a holding call from the Titans.
illegal formation and then on the illegal block. This could be
Down to a minute and 45 left to play in the third quarter.
Well, that may bring up a loss of down, no? Okay, so holding there on the Thunder, or excuse me, holding on the Titans.
Titans. And what was the other flag?
Holding.
Okay. Earnhardt is now lined up across from Chase. Okay, they're going to mark this off. And they're going to back Union up to the 40-yard line. The original line of scrimmage is on the Mountain View side on the 46. So second and 24. All right, Victor is ready. He drops back, looking downfield. He's going to get flushed. This time he is going to get sacked in the backfield.
For a huge loss.
Credit that sack there for Foreman. So Foreman was doing some damage offensively in the first half, and now he sets up for the big sack here in the third quarter of the second half. So that's going to push them back even further. Now they just have to be careful of the big play. Ciafali and Darian Chase lined up here at the bottom of your screen. Victor now is going to get rushed out of the pocket. He's going to get taken down with nowhere to go. He's going to get a couple of yards out of that. Going to bring up a fourth down and a whole lot. That's going to bring out the punt team for the Union Titans. And Mountain View has set themselves up for some pretty good field position and an opportunity to tie this game up.
Nice job there by Colton Drake to string that out to the sideline. Make a play. It's not easy catching Victor from behind.
No, not at all. And that's going to go out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So Mountain View will take over on their own 35. Pretty decent field position. Looks like we'll have time for one play in this quarter, then we're going to move to the fourth quarter.
Well, this game was hurrying right along until those penalties.
Yeah, kind of slowed everything down.
Mm-hmm. Mountain View ready to go here.
Yep, they are. Mountain View sets up here. Going to get that ball handed off to Jack Mertens. Mertens spins around across the 35. He's going to go down to about the 46.
Montiel down again.
All right, well, with that play, that's going to end the third quarter. We are now looking at Mountain View, 7 points, Union 14. This is the EPS Sports Network. Rod and Dan will be right back to start the fourth quarter in a bit.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Oh, thank you. Did you see anyone's brought this? Did you lose this? Thanks for
We'd do anything for kids. Yet 1 in 5 children in the U.S. struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at feedingamerica.org.
All right, and we're back here to start the fourth quarter. Union 14, Mountain View 7. Mountain View's taking their opportunity now to see if they can't tie this game up. This is EPS Sports. Rod Lawrence, Dan Odell. Friday night football here at McKenzie Stadium. Merton's going to take that ball. It gets around the edge, fumble. And that is going to be the very first big turnover there. Union's able to recover this fumble and turn this ball over.
Huge turnover.
Yes. Well, no, yeah, Mertens comes around that corner running hard and not quite holding on to that football as tight as he normally has and just got it stripped right out of his hands. Here's the instant replay. Swinging it a little bit. Yeah, and they just kind of slapped his hands on it and unable to be able to reel that back in.
It's great technique on the tackle there.
Yep, sure was. So we got a penalty flag on the play. So we'll figure out when that happened. If that happened before or after. Happened after because it's still first down and 10 to go for the Union Titans. So the infraction happened after the fumble recovery. And Union's ball on their own 44-yard line.
So Jet, the Thunder are going to have to bow their necks here. I tell you what.
Yeah, they are.
Getting down by 2 scores is not going to be advantageous for them. So they're going to have to get a stop here.
Yeah, they sure are. Big stop. Ciafali and Chase lined up as the slots on the far side of the field. We got 2 and 2. Quarterback drops back, getting flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to go down for a loss of about 5 yards.
Seems like a few times here Victor has left the pocket just early.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing if he can't find something out there to the far side, but it's created a loss more times than not.
Yeah. I think he's trying to see. Trying to get out. I mean, they're getting, Mountain View's doing defensive front, is doing a pretty good job of pushing the Titans back into his face a little bit. This time he just said this is a designed play for him, and he's going to do exactly what he needed to do to get that first down.
And we saw that in the first quarter when he took off running.
Yeah, he sure did. When he decides he's going to take off, he's gone.
He has a burst.
Yes, he sure does. And here's that instant replay. Yeah, he just, right now. So here we go. We're going to get that one out to a nice little pitch. We got another flag here. Ciafali, nice strong run down to the 40. Let's see what the penalty is here. Happened right there around the place that they tackled.
A couple different pieces of laundry. And again, like we've said, it's not like the refs are being overly picky here. Every time there's a penalty, we've seen 2 or 3 different flags.
Yeah, definitely. It's just, like I keep saying, man, I can't stress enough, just the first game and just,
Here we go here. We'll see what they're going to call as a penalty.
Darian Chase, by the way, who hasn't been a huge factor tonight, goes over to the sideline.
So we had 2 different penalties. We had a personal foul and a holding offset, so they'll replay the entire down. So back to 1st and 10.
You know, I've been coaching football since 1988. I never understood that. How can a personal foul 15 yards offset a 10-yard holding?
10-yard holding.
So whoever made those rules up.
Yeah. Not quite sure
they're long
how
gone.
that math works. Going to give that to Ciafali, who finds an opening. He's going to get right up the middle of the field and go down at the 30-yard line.
And that's the Union Titan football we remember. A lot of power football.
Yep.
Big running back.
Yeah, I think this is the time for a dose of big, strong downhill running, and that's going to be
chew up the clock. Yep.
It might ultimately be Mountain View's downfall. Victor's going to take this one, and we got another flag on the play, which is going to stop the clock again.
And if I'm the Titans right now, I may not put the football in the air.
No, I don't really see any real reason to do that. Kind of their offense is kind of dictating what they want right now. I mean, they're in their own way is just as much as Mountain View was as well with their penalties and things of that nature. And here's another holding penalty that just sent them back another 10 yards. They just have been able to put together, bigger plays to kind of get those penalty yards back. And Mountain View has not been able to do that.
And not necessarily passing plays. I mean, they've been long running plays getting them out of the deficit they put themselves in with penalties.
Oh, yeah, no, you're definitely. Have it here set up right now. Going to get that to Ciafali, who fumbles the ball, comes out the back. And Mountain View says that they have it. We'll see what the officials indicate.
And they need the ball back.
And they are going to get the ball back. So bad handoff there. Looks like when Victor gave him the handoff, he kind of pushed that in a little too far and came out the other side. So this is just the break Mountain View needed. Let's see if they're going to be able to take advantage of this. And here's the replay. And I just think the mesh, I don't think Ciafali thought he was going to keep the ball because it kind of bounced out the side. I think he kind of felt like Victor was going to take that back and run with it himself. Moen, we got a person open, and we got it almost intercepted.
Safety had his eyes on it.
Sure did.
No, and threw that ball into a lot of traffic.
He did. It didn't have enough height on it because the receiver was actually open. He just needed to put a little bit more of a hump on that ball, and he probably would have been looking at it
sooner.
Yeah, we probably might have been looking at a touchdown.
He's telling you that right now. He said that.
Yeah.
What Moen's not afraid to do, though, is let it go.
No, not at all. Not at all.
A lot more confident this year than what I saw at the end of last year when he came in and mop-up duty for Perry.
Yeah, sure is. Sure is.
Timeout Matheson here.
Call a timeout here. All right, Mountain View's taking a timeout. This is a critical possession here for the Thunder. They need to definitely come away with some points here, tie this ball game back up, and then kind of set themselves up for the win as they're going into the last 10 minutes of this game. At this point, still anybody's game. Both teams come back on into the field here. Second down and 10. 10-13 left to play in the game. Moen's in the shotgun. Drops back, looking for a receiver down there. Gets a screenplay right there. Mertens is going to get up the field, down across the 45, and down to about the 47 before he's run out of bounds.
Nice
Stopping the clock.
little play there.
Yep, sure was.
Mertens made somebody miss and was able to pick up about 8.5, 9 yards.
Sure was.
Or 7.
We bring up now 3rd down and 3, or 3rd down and 2 to go.
It's a 3, long 3 to go here.
Yeah.
Big 3rd down here, Jet.
All right, and we got Foreman in the game. Foreman's going to get in there. Foreman breaks that one into the middle. And exactly what he's been doing all night long. As soon as they give him the ball, he's got to be averaging 6 yards a carry right now.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't had many carries tonight. 4, 5, 6 that I can remember, but every time he touches it, with the exception of one.
Yeah, that's what happens.
It's been an 8-yard rip.
Yep.
Middle.
Mm-hmm. Exactly where they needed him. Move the chains.
Says he's 165, but he sure plays bigger than
that.
that.
Yeah, he plays a whole lot bigger than that.
Looks like a linebacker, for sure. All right, Moen under center again. Might they try the same thing they do? It's Foreman, less successful.
Foreman is going to get down there. He's going to get 3 yards out of this. And 3 yards is plenty for a 1st and 10. Sets up a nice 2nd down and 7. Yeah, running the football, I think, is what needs to happen right now for these guys. Move that clock, like they did the entire first half.
But they need to be successful on 1st down.
Yes.
That time they were about a half yard short, but.
Mm-hmm.
That was big. Rocky Matias, 6'2", 295 on the tackle.
There we go, Mullins.
Moen going to throw from under center, lofts it up deep, a man out there.
Oh, and we've got a pass interference. Mm-hmm.
Like he got him from behind a little early.
May have. Anderson slow to get up over there. We'll see what's going on. And he's still down there on the turf.
Might have landed awkwardly. Maybe we can get a replay here and see what happened at the end of that play. Thinking maybe his, tough to speculate, but maybe the head hit the turf.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to see that one. Pass interference, he may have came down awkwardly. Looks like he's going to be able to get up and walk off on his own, so we think we're going to be okay. Shake it up a little bit. Okay, well, he's going to have to come out for a play. Looks like he's going to be able to get back in there pretty quick here. So that was a big play there with that pass interference. It's going to get them, moves the ball down there inside the 20-yard line. So they are once again in the red zone. We'll see if they're going to be able to take advantage of that.
It's a 15-yard penalty. It was eventually called pass interference. 1st and 10 from the 21 for Mountain View. And which is to say, Anderson is okay. You don't want to speculate what an injury is, but he was able to walk off the field under his own power. So perhaps maybe it wasn't later.
Okay, well, Foreman comes out of the game. Empty backfield. And we've got movement there on the receivers there for Mountain View. It's going to back them up 5 yards. So this is kind of what we've been dealing with all the entire second half on both teams. They just can't seem to stay penalty free and take advantage of the good plays that they have.
Yeah, Coach Matheson can't be happy with the amount of penalties his team or Coach Reisenbach have committed tonight. That'll be a point of emphasis, I'm sure, next week.
Oh, I'm sure. Both of these teams are known for their discipline as far as keeping the game clean and no flags. And that's not happening tonight.
Trips left, 9 minutes to go in the game. Moen right side, and he gets blown up by Elijah Juan Taylor.
I think he got into that hole a little late. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking that didn't feel very good, but he's a tough little guy.
Yeah.
Bounce right back. So that was 1st and 15. He did get 4 back, so almost 5.
So 2nd down and 10. I mean, there's plays in the playbook for that one. Let's see here. They need to get on the other side of that 20. And we've got the officials coming in I don't know if they need to have a conference or what, but they've stopped the clock to discuss something. Oh, okay. Well, the 25-second clock needs to be reset. There we go. It's set this time. It's counting off the 25 seconds.
Real chance for Mountain View to tie the game. This is about as deep as they've had the ball since they scored that first touchdown. Right outside the red zone with now under 8 minutes to go in the ball game, down a touchdown. Moen in the gun.
There we go. He's dropping back. Moen's got a guy, and it's going to be not quite sure who that pass was going to, but it was interference.
21.
Looks like somebody got their hand on it out there and deflected it, knocked it down. Third down and 10. Clock stops here at 7:57.
Maybe Jordan Cook was the intended receiver.
Yeah,
ran an in route, but kind of cut it off.
Yeah.
And I think that Moen thought he was going to keep coming with that. Big 3rd and 10 here for the Thunder. 7:57 to go here in this fourth quarter. Pretty much 2-down territory here to get these 10 yards.
It sure is. It sure is. I'm not sure they have a kicking game to speak of. If they have, we haven't seen it tonight. 3 receivers set on the far side. Moen drops back, looking up the field, steps to the side, has a man open. Oh! 2 offensive players touched that ball. Nobody able to bring that in. Michael Bolt touched it first, and then it was Micah Anderson in the end zone, unable to bring that one in.
Who actually tapped it to himself.
Here we go on the replay. Oh, wow. That touched 2 different hands before it got to Anderson.
4th and 10 here, Jet.
There we go. We got a nice catch and a nice block out there.
Barely got the first down.
It's going to get him across the first down. We've got to give all the credit there to Earnhardt, who set that block that allowed Mertens to fall across the 10-yard line and get the first down. Yeah.
Bought himself some time with his feet. Made a good throw across the middle. Great job. Great execution there by the Thunder.
So 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Moen's going to give it to Mertens. Mertens trying to get the edge. He's going to find it. It's going to get run out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Running out of bounds. We'll stop the clock. 7:31 left to play.
I think Mertens is taking a beating here tonight.
Yeah, he sure is. Comes Foreman in the game.
2nd and 7 for the Thunder. Ball placed on the 12-yard line. I'm sorry. 7-yard line.
Earnhardt. They're going to give it to Foreman again. Foreman this time not able to gain momentum because he ran into the quarterback on the handoff. So we'll see what's going here, where they're going to spot it, if they're going to give him anything on this one. Well, I think they're going to put him right back at the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line.
Might have lost a yard on that.
Yeah, may have.
3rd and goal from the 7. Moen fires, incomplete.
And we've got a flag, late flag coming out there from the sideline judge right there on the far side of the field.
Ball in the air. He picked his flag up.
Oh, so that's going to
replay that down.
Half the distance to the goal line. Encroachment is the call. Union Titans in the neutral zone on that one. Still
That's
trying to time
move the
that.
ball from the 8 to the 3.
Like they put it on the 4. So this time they line up once again with an empty backfield. 3rd and goal from the 3. Mullen's going to give it to Earnhardt. Earnhardt puts his foot in the ground and takes it right up the field for the touchdown. 3 yards out, 3-yard touchdown. We'll see if they go for this one.
What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
A non-league game? Go for 2.
Go for the win. Guilford goes into the game.
There is 6:44 though, Jet, left in the game. There's plenty of time to tie this up and play some defense.
They're going to go in here and go for the
extra point.
They are tie this game up.
It's still 14-13 Union with 6:44 left in the game. Aiden Hargrove, the senior, all league last year, about as automatic as they come at the high school level. Like I mentioned.
A lot of confusion here on personnel.
Yeah, trying to figure out exactly where they're supposed to be. Okay, they got it figured out, and here we go. Moen's is the holder here. Hargroves kicks it up, and he is going to tie this football game. So with 6:44 left to go, the Mountain View Thunder, over a turnover by JoJo Ciafali, are able to put 7 on the board and make this a 14-14 ball game. Tell you what, I don't think anybody expected this.
No, and I believe that
and here's a nice little
great
replay.
run here by
Great run.
Earnhardt. Way to put your foot in the ground and get up north and south.
We'll see what's going on this next series here for the Union Titans. We'll see if Darian Chase plays a bigger role in this next series. We've been super quiet this evening for.
He's been pretty quiet. I expect to see a little bit more out of Victor as well on this series.
If Mountain View ultimately wins this will be the first time they beat the Union Titans since the opening of the school, I do believe.
No, they beat them a few years back.
How many years back?
3 or 4.
Okay.
That's when McGarvey was here coaching.
Ah, you're right. You're right. Okay, I do remember that. All right, so Mountain View's ready to kick this one off. Most of these have been kicked into the end zone up to this point. We'll see if that's going to be the case this time as well. And this one's going to go out of bounds right there at about the 13-yard line. Spot that at the 35. So Titans are going to get some decent field position here.
Second kickoff tonight out of bounds.
Yep.
Again, just not. That's a mistake that you don't want to make.
No, you don't want to give these guys this type of field position.
They're going to re-kick here.
Oh, all right. Titans are, well, I think the Titans want an opportunity.
Mountain View faithful certainly excited beneath us.
Well, they didn't. They're not kicking it to Darian Chase, most definitely. Going to back him up 5 yards. So kick this one for the 35.
Something similar. Got a lot of red shirts over there. The student body representing well, as are the parents. We're actually going to get a re-kick here. The ball will be moved back 5 yards to the.
So here we are, reset up now, waiting for the white cap to go ahead and give them the go-ahead, and we'll be ready to start this once again. Tie ball game here, 14-14. Tough play on both sides. Set up for the kickoff, and here we go. Nice high with this one. Going to be picked up right there at the 1 yard line. Going to bring it out across the 15, down to the 20, out to the 25, and then he's going to be brought down right about the 37-yard line. So almost back to where they would have been if they had have gone on and taken the spot. Titans waiting for the play to be called in. Everybody looking to the sidelines. Split backs once again, Ciafali and Jones. This time, Victor's going to take it himself. He's going to get across the 30 and go down at about the 33-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Long 7. Hand that ball off again to Jojo Ciafali. He's going to get tripped up, but finds a way to get out there across the 40, down in the midfield before he's taken down. Nice strong run there by Jojo Ciafali as he gets across midfield into the Thunder territory.
Big strong run right there by Ciafali.
They had him in the backfield. First and 10 from the 48-yard line. Back to single backfield. Give this one to Jones this time. Jones is going to run hard too, and he's going to get down across the 40-yard line. It's going to be a nice 8-9-yard run there. We're going to come to 2nd down and 1. Set up there again, Jones, the lone running back. Victor, high snap, the ball gets away from him. We're going to see who gets on that, but Victor's able to get that ball back. They almost lost that one. 3rd down now and 1.
Good job by Victor corralling that high snap.
Yeah, sure was.
And getting the ball back.
Ciafali signs up in the slot on the far side. And we got a timeout here called by the Union Titans. Coach trying to figure out what's going on. A little animated out there on the field, looking for his boys to calm down a little bit. Almost lost a prime opportunity here to put this game away. Looks like those kids are getting an earful on what needs to happen next and for the rest of the evening to make sure they secure this win. Huddle breaks down there for Mountain View, and they're going to head on back to the field. All right, both teams at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun formation. Jones, the lone back. This time Victor's going to take this one himself, bounces it to the outside, splits the opening, and is going to get all the way up to the 15-yard line before he's run out. And we got a late flag that comes into the game. Let's see what's going on here. The flag's laying down there right around the 16-yard line.
A lot of Victor this drive here, Jet.
Yeah, it sure is. Elijah Juan Taylor clapping his hands, indicating that this foul might be against the Thunder. And we got a face mask. So they're going to add 5 yards to what he did. That's going to push him inside the 10-yard line. We'll see here. Nice little run. Bounces this to the outside. That's nothing but speed right there as you get through that little opening. And there's the face mask. Wasn't intentional, just trying to get him down.
It's on the 7-yard line.
So they go from the 39 to
So here we go. 1st and goal here on the 7-yard line. 4:40 left to play. Split backfield once again. This one's going to go to Ciafali. Ciafali's going to look for a crease. Going to get down in there across the 5-yard line and go down about the 3.
Created by about 14 different players. And second and goal from the 3.
You know, if you're Union right now, you really wish you had Fulton on your team. Because this would be a great moment to put him in. But, if I was Union, what I would do is really...
Here we go here. Union still has both backs on the field here. We'll see if they stay with a split or send
probably like to get
Ciafali
Niall
into the
Jones
slot.
a touch here. See if he can't get it in the end zone
Yeah.
for him.
We'll see
But
here.
if I'm playing my cards right, I'm probably going Ciafali.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Based off what I
Jones
know.
is going to get this opportunity, and he is not going to go anywhere. He's actually going to lose yards on this. So you might have been right there, Dan, to go with Ciafali again, because Jones didn't do anything. They were all over him. Line up again here, split backfield, pushed back to the 5. 3rd down. They're going to take the snap. They're going to give it to him again. Once again, he has nowhere to go. He is going to get tanked hard there.
Got to save that time because they're going to kick the field goal here, and you're going to have time on the clock to go down the field.
We're down
So
to just
I don't know why
3
we wouldn't
minutes.
call a timeout here on the Mountain View side. Save some time for themselves on offense.
So these guys are going to go.
I'd say once they've decided they're going to kick it, you might want to go ahead and save some time here
Yeah.
for offense. See how
Well,
many-
we've got a official stoppage of the clock right now. Anyway, official was checking out a player.
Two
I don't know
timeouts
if it was
left for Mountain View.
Oh, okay. So the clock is stopped.
We have a field goal attempt from the left hash. It'll be Christian Alcorn. This is from the 13-yard line.
Alcorn. Difficult shot here. We'll see what's going on. He's got a snap. He's got a kick. And he got it. And he's that one looked like it missed from up here, but he got that one just inside the upright. Union's going to take the lead now.
I don't know. These two referees are still
17.
talking about it.
I know.
Did he make it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you think he made it? Apparently he made it. So it's 17-14 Titans. Plenty of time on the clock for the
Yes, it sure is.
Mountain View
Sure
Thunder.
is. They're over there talking about it. You sure you saw it? Are you sure that went in?
I don't know. We'll get a replay
Let's-
here.
Let's see if
Right
we
here in
can
this
get a
corner
replay.
right here.
We'll
Boy,
show
it
this
barely got
again.
inside the goalpost if it did.
17-14 with 2.5 to go. It's officially a touchdown for them.
It did.
No,
get-
it got in.
Got inside the upright there.
Great shot there from the camera crew and slowing that down so we could see that.
Thanks, guys,
Real
down
close
the
one.
truck. Nice work.
Appreciate that. So, with proof in the pudding,
17-14 Titans.
17-14 Titans.
What a really good football game.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little different than some of the games between these two teams we've seen in the past with
Yeah.
a lot of big plays. We haven't
Mhm.
seen a lot of big splashy down the field plays.
No, we haven't.
A lot
We've
of
seen
gritty on the ground football. Both quarterbacks making plays.
And this is the type of football that actually makes both teams better football
Right.
teams.
A lot of penalties
Yeah.
tonight. I want to look in the box score tomorrow. You're probably going to see about 25 plus penalties
Yeah.
between the two teams.
Yeah. All right, the Titans lined up there on their 40, ready to kick this one off. Earnhardt and Mertens stand back there around the 10. Like Mertens going to take it off one hop. He's going to get across the 20. Down to the 25 and to the 30 before he's run out of bounds. And we're going to get a late hit and a flag.
Got an injured player down here on the sideline.
Yeah, so we're going to tack on 15 yards to that great run by Jack. So it's going to put Mountain View in some pretty good field position here. Union ought to be a little nervous because they haven't really been able to stop the running game tonight. They've stopped it on a couple of series, but they haven't really stopped it.
He was 3 or 4 yards out of bounds. It's a mistake. So 2:26 left in the game and add 15 more yards onto that return.
So with the run and 15 yards, that's going to push the ball out there to, they're counting off the 15 yards right now. There we go. It's going to take him down to the 48-yard line. First down and 10 from the 48. 2:26 left to play in the game. Mountain View on the run, comes out. Empty backfield. Mertens lined up in the wing position.
Trails by 3 with 2.5 to go. Here's the snap. 3-step drops, downfield, and another.
I don't see a flag, so what's going on here?
I don't see any flags on the field.
So that's better. I think they snapped it before the ball was in play. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's a flag. Oh, okay. They snapped the ball before the officials were ready for them to play, so that is a 5-yard penalty. Wow, interesting call.
What's interesting is the center and the referee down there are having an exchange.
He's
Which
like, I
be
thought
happening.
you said I could snap. You walked,
Right.
you backed up off the ball. So that backs him up. Second down and first and 15. Bad snap. Moen's able to grit that in. Nice catch there. Nice run by Michael Bolts, who's going to get down inside the 35-yard line for a big first down.
Nice execution there again by Moen.
Yeah,
Keep
sure
the play
is.
alive.
And he he bounced that ball off the carpet, picked it up off a hop. Niall Jones goes out of the game limping. Moen once again drops back, getting rotated out. And a nice catch there, big catch, big play by Micah Anderson.
Way to go up and get that ball.
Going to move the chains once again. First down and 10 from the 21-yard line. 2 minutes left to go in this game. This is a nice replay. Moen gets flushed out of the pocket. Nice catch, brings that one down. There we go. We're going to give it off to Mertens. Mertens gets upfield now, and he's going to get tackled and taken down inside the 5-yard line. Minute and 49 seconds left. 3 big plays, and now the Mountain View Thunder, within 3 yards, are taking the lead of this game.
So now the Titans got to be concerned with salvaging some time here.
Yes. First and goal from the 4-yard line.
High snap, bobbles it, loses it, still tracking it. Did he get it? The ball's loose. Oh, this would be a disaster if Union recovered it.
And Union recovers the fumble. Moen mishandles the snap.
Down after the play, so probably just be excessive celebration on the Titans side. But that is heartbreaks.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is horrible.
So it's a delay game after the recovery. So
Speechless. Mountain
I mean,
View
there's
on their
been,
way to win this game.
Even in this series, there's been some bad snaps. And
Yeah.
That bad snap, it's listed. Well, I had a discussion yesterday with the coach. He's listed at 5'6" on here.
Yeah. Here's the instant replay here.
No, he's 5'5". I would think he'd be down at that point. I mean, he's on top of the football. He's down.
He went over the top of it.
And I think it squirted out
Yeah,
there.
it squirted out the back. There it goes right there.
I think he was down by contact myself, but I guess White came up with the ball, so it's Union's ball with 1:37 to go here.
Left to play.
Titans are gonna, or the Thunder are gonna have to sell out here.
They're going to get the snap.
There's a hold there.
And we got a hold. That's going to back them back up.
Give them half the distance to the goal.
All right, so Union's got to be super careful because right now they can't be reckless. I mean, they're not above making these type of mistakes tonight either. They've done some things that...
and that was a blatant hold. I saw that from the booth here. So.
Yeah, they've done some things to shoot themselves in the foot. That was... Mountain View just did the latest one.
Yeah, I mean, they really did. It's unfortunate for the Thunder because they had some momentum going there.
Yep.
And appeared to be ready to push that into the end zone after that Mertens carry.
I had no doubt that they were going to get in the end zone. Second and 10, offsetting penalty, so they didn't back them up. Yep, that should be just enough to keep this game in the hands of the Union Titans. Clock will start to run once they move the chains.
Mountain View is going to have to use up their last 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
All right, so the game clock, they're going to let this run down all the way as far as they can before they snap the ball. And they are now officially under 1 minute to play. They're giving it to Ciafali again, and he is going to get a nice 9-yard run out of that before he's pulled down. Referees have stopped the clock. We got a timeout here by Mountain View. It's going to bring up second down here, and they've got the ball on the 40-yard line, so it looks like second down and 2.
A lot of yards tonight on the ground tonight.
Yeah, there sure is.
Both teams.
There sure is.
Both teams played really hard.
Yeah, it's a shame it has to come down to that, a missed snap.
You know, miscues happen every Friday night. These, you know, we keep in mind we saw a freshman out here playing tonight.
Yes.
At 14 years old. So these kids are 14 to 18 years old, most of them. And, yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. But I think as long as both teams play as hard as they can, the result doesn't really matter much.
No, because ultimately this was a very good and very well played football game for the first game of the night. You kind of understand or recognize the problems with discipline.
Early on.
Early on. It's just early in the season. Coaches will work on that type of stuff. That ball out there to Niall Jones. He is not going to get the first down. I tell you what, Mountain View has been all over it when Niles had the ball.
Yeah, he's ripped off a couple good carries, but not a whole lot tonight.
Yep.
I think, you know, Ciafali's been the bread carrier, but Jones is getting out of here with the victory.
Yep, sure is. Sure is. Well, we're looking at third down and about 1. 44 seconds left to play. Mountain View has just used their last timeout, so. Unless something weird happens. This could be the play right here that The nail in the coffin here for the Titans. Going to take the snap. Siafali, he is going to get the first down. That is going to be plenty to get him across the 45 to move the chains. Great played football game out here today.
Very good football game. This will propel both teams into next week, I believe.
Yeah, it sure will.
Thunder, nothing really to hold their heads about. I mean, they had an opportunity to win the game down here right in the shadow of the Titans' end zone and just a miscue.
Yeah, sure did. But the one good thing is, I mean, in a lot of the polls out there, none of them official. The Titans are ranked in the top 5 in the state. So this has got to be an eyebrow raiser for the folks who are going to have to play Mountain View. To understand that they played the Titans this well, you know.
It says a lot.
Yep, it does. It says a whole lot. Well, to understand that all these guys are in the same neighborhood most of the time, and they're showing a whole lot of sportsmanship out there on the field right now. So as time runs out here, Union Titans come away with the win out here, 17-14. Great night of football, first night of Clark County, Vancouver, Washington, Friday night football out here. We'll be joining you a couple of more times this evening. We really do appreciate you guys hanging in there with us tonight and watch our doubleheader we had tonight. This is the EPS Sports Network. I'm Rod Lawrence with my buddy Dan Odell. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you soon.